Welcome back,
hello.
everybody! Hi, we're here.
Oh, fuck. I didn't turn the volume off of my phone.
I apologize if you guys hear children in the background. Wife's babysitting, and school is not in today. There's an in-service today. So be ready for that. I apologize. We'll get over it, though.
See, we have school in Wichita.
Darkness! No, it's a teacher in-service day today, and then next week is parent-teacher conferences.
Oh, we had conferences. I think it was last week.
Ugh. It's going to suck because...
Or no, it was the week before.
We're going to have all our kids, plus the kids that the wife babysits.
Yeah.
All week next week. I'm not ready for that at all. My ass is... So, like, the one thing I like about my job is that I pick and choose my schedule. If I don't want to work, I don't have to work. I can call in and be like, she'll schedule me. I'm like, I just don't want to work today. She's like, all right, whatever, no big deal. Needless to say, I will be going into work all week next week. I'm going to avoid that shit show. Which I feel really bad for my wife, but oh well. I think she'll live. It's not what I wanted. Oh, Darkness, how are you, buddy? Yes, your sister's kids. You're living. That's good.
Oh.
Your sister's kids aren't horrible. I'm sorry, at this point, you keep on saying, oh, they're horrible, and blah, blah, blah. They're really not. And it's just you don't know how to babysit. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
I'm not even touching that one.
Oh,
I'm gonna keep it low energy for now because I'm already gonna be me later in the show. So yeah.
Streamer, yes. How are you doing? You're doing fine. Other than I know what's going on with you. I'm thinking about you, man. I hope you make it through. Well, I know you'll make it through, but I hope it's easy. I hope you find something that helps you get through it easier.
The good news is it will get easier, and I know that seems like kind of a shitty thing to hear. It feels like a shitty thing to say, but you just got to make it to that point. Because it does. As much as it sucks, it gets easier.
Oh, yeah. I guess for me, like, I'm not going to go into detail about what's going on with Streamer, but it's extended family, so it's not, super direct. It's just, I think it's aunt. And so for me, I guess it's different for everybody, but I've never had a big issue with extended family. I had a huge issue with my mom, and I had a huge issue with my grandma, but I've never had a huge issue with extended.
Well, I mean, it all comes down to how close you are to the person, not to mention the amount of people in situations just piling up.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And I get that because my mom passed, and then right after that, my grandma did, and so, I get it. Oh. But that's not what today's topics are about. We're going to be talking about...
Apparently, Darkness wants to party about something.
I guess so. He gets to spend all his points he wants. Somebody almost has enough to get me to do the hula.
Wrong timing.
Very wrong timing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna avoid that one. Oh man! So today we're gonna be talking about the new Mario movie. I guess there's a Legend of Zelda trailer I didn't know about.
Yeah, I completely forgot that the Nintendo Direct was happening.
Yeah.
So when the Mario trailer dropped, I was like, oh, okay, that's a thing.
Right.
I wasn't even thinking to
I
look
didn't even
for
know it was
anything
happening.
else.
I didn't even know Nintendo Direct was happening. What I did know, though, is I did some digging about... Because after we talked about Legend of Zelda last week, I did some digging more into the story. And because I've done it before. I know where the timelines fit, all that. So we're not going to get into that again. But I wanted to know where this new game is. as far as the timeline goes. It still does take place shortly after Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
It is a direct continuation of it, which isn't the first time they've done this.
No, this was the announced but untitled Breath of
Right.
the Wild sequel.
And so I still wanted to know where this was going in the timeline, which, because from my understanding, Breath of the Wild takes place in the Link Dies timeline, in the Link Dies split. So in Link or Ocarina of Time, you've got after that, two options happen: either Link dies during the fight with Ganon, or he survive, or you succeed, and that's where the timeline splits.
And it's dumb.
Yeah, it
it's
is
dumb.
But anything before that, it's there anyway. Ganon hasn't always been the main bad guy. Neither has Calamity, which is what we fought in the last Zelda game.
Well, it was Calamity Ganon.
Right. Well, which is the pure embodiment of Ganon. It's pure embodiment of evil. This is Ganon's last resort. So I'm going to take that back. This falls place in the Link wins timeline, and Ganon has been captured. His embodiment, in his last ditch effort to control Hyrule and control the world, is to just tear apart his body and become the full entity of evil, which is which is Calamity.
Right.
After you defeat Calamity Ganon, we figured that would be the end of it, right? Hyrule can live in peace because there's no more evil in the world. You just demolished it.
Except that's never how this world works.
Except for there's an ultimate evil that I guess, and I didn't know this because I didn't play the fucking game. Skyward Sword, which is
Fuck Skyward Sword.
technically the first game in the timeline. Like, that's what starts it all. It's how it's before Hyrule becomes Hyrule.
What pisses me off is
all
that
this
they
other
put
shit.
so much goddamn story shit in an unplayable, garbage, fucking
Right.
stupid game.
I didn't play Skyward Sword, but Skyward Sword. However, I'm guessing I'm gonna have to now, because I didn't play it. I didn't know. I just knew that it was the first game in the series. This is I guess not the first game. I got to correct this so people don't get it wrong. This is chronologically the first game in the series. It takes place before Hyrule is even a country or a kingdom. It gives you more in-depth look into the gods and the goddesses, and the Triforce and all that. However, you fight a whole different evil. It's not even Ganon. It's not even a descendant of Ganon. It's not even. It's not. It's not even Calamity or Divine.
Just bring back Pig Ganon.
Which was the Divine Ganon, which is Divine Ganon, the original
I'm
Ganon.
not calling him that. I'm calling him Pig Ganon
Yeah.
because he's a pig monster. Just bring back Pig Ganon and let us fight him. That's it. That's all I want.
Well, that's what's the whole Calamity thing. That was supposed to be the original form of Ganon.
I don't
want
want to fight Fart Cloud Pig Ganon. I want to fight Pig Ganon. All right?
The original.
But I guess in Skyward Sword, the big bad in that game, you trap him in the Master Sword. And then the goddesses, they go ahead and they escape into the Master Sword to hold it in place, and that's why the Master Sword becomes the Master Sword.
I can understand the goddesses being sealed within the Master Sword because the sword it's the sword of evil's bane.
Yeah, because it's holding evil.
No. That part makes absolutely no sense.
I'm just saying that because that's what the story says,
No.
okay?
I get it. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the concept. Because that part makes no fucking sense. If it was just the goddesses in there, then I get it.
Right.
It's literally light versus darkness. The light cuts through it. But if you start entangling, the ultimate evil into the Master Sword, what the fuck even is this anymore?
But I haven't seen the trailer for this. Again, I didn't even know there was a trailer, but I've seen screenshots. And in screenshots, and this is going to help everybody connect the two games together and understand where I'm going with this, in the screenshots, the Master Sword is broken. Instead of everything being black and red, it is now black and green. Meaning that this ultimate evil from Skyward Sword has escaped the Master Sword, is what I'm getting at here. And the way we prove that is because in Skyward Sword, the big bad's main colors were green and black. And that's how all the magic looks in this game, from the screenshots at least that I've seen, has been green and black.
Yeah, well, even that's not necessarily going to save this for me. I'm so sick of the timeline. I'm sick of the interconnected story, which I know is a strange thing to hear me say with the kind of games that I like and the kind of stories that I like. But are you fucking kidding me with Zelda at this point?
Zelda, we're both,
you know what I mean.
Words are hard today.
I mean, it's
I get
it's
it,
so nonsensical where you've got this running timeline that you claim is a timeline, yet even when you line the pieces up, it still doesn't make fucking sense. And then when it splits, it makes even less sense because what the fuck?
Which sucks too, because it's Zelda. The Legend of Zelda games are good. They're fun to play, but when you get into playing games for the story and getting involved into the story and just wanting to live that story in some way,
every game
you can't make it that convoluted.
Why can't every game just be another version of Link? Like, they don't always have to be the same Link.
It's not.
It can just be a reincarnation
It
if
is.
you want it to be, but it doesn't have to be. It could be an alternate retelling. These could be completely separate from each other, like every single fucking Mario game, Fight Me. None of that shit's connected. They claim it is. They try to play it off like it is. That shit's not connected. All the Mario games are separate. And it's better that way.
But that's
because you don't have to connect that shit. You don't have to have a through line.
And that's
like
the thing
the
that
concept,
sucks
people
is
like
that
the
it is.
characters.
It's every game is a new reincarnation of Zelda and Link. Every game, except for these new two ones, which is Breath of the Wild and then the new. Guess I'm gonna keep calling it Breath of the Wild too, because I still don't know what the actual title is.
I don't know. Because really, the only sequel that made sense to me was A Link to the Past. You've
That was
got
one of
the
my
original
favorites.
Zelda, where Link didn't even have a name, and then you've got A Link to the Past, which I get it. Technically, Link was given his name in what was it? Adventures of Link,
Yeah.
which was technically Legend of Zelda 2.
Yeah,
But fuck that game.
probably
Who cares?
the worst Legend of Zelda game.
We can just ignore that one. It's fine.
They go straight from
The Legend of Zelda to A Link to the Past. And it makes a cohesive story. But none of the other games going from that point actually make a cohesive story running off of the end of that.
Which is weird too, because fuck, we're getting into it. Okay. Technically, according to Nintendo's timeline here. Yeah, they took hosting away.
Hosting's gone. It went away on the 3rd.
According to Nintendo, A Link to the Past takes place if you... Hold on, I'm going to pull this up because I don't want to get this wrong.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to pretend that all these games are not connected, with the exception of... Well, I guess there's two groups. You've got Legend of Zelda and Link to the Past, and then you've got Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask.
So, for everybody to know, and this is the last time I'm going to say it too. I'm going to say how these go in chronological order.
and tuning out in 3, 2, 1.
Skyward Sword, Minish Cap, Four Swords, Ocarina of Time. And this is when it splits. Alright. The Heroes Defeated, A Link to the Past, Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons, Link's Awakening, The Legend of Zelda, and The Adventures of Link. That's
now,
how those
hold
go.
on, because that's via a technicality. A Link to the Past is actually a sequel and prequel to Legend of Zelda
I know.
at the same time.
I know.
So this timeline can go
This is
fuck
from
itself.
Nintendo,
I
though,
know,
so
I'm just saying. This timeline can go fuck itself.
But this is, I'm just saying this so everybody knows how it goes if we ever talk about this again and they understand what I'm trying to say. All right. The Heroes Triumphant.
So
And this
back,
splits
back
into
where the
two
timeline
eras.
splits.
This splits into two eras: the child era and the adult era. Because in the Ocarina of Time, you switch between an adult and a child. You still have to live. You still have to live as your childhood in some way. It would go Majora's Mask, which I still think this should personally. I think this should fall under the Death timeline, at least in a different era.
No.
Just because
No.
of I'm
It-
a
it's
true fan
so-
of that the Link's Dead theory.
Well, wait. You said Ocarina of Time was under the other one, right? Under the Heroes Defeated? Or did
No,
you say
Ocarina of Time is what splits them. Link to the Past, Oracle of Ages, and Oracle of Seasons, Link's
Well,
Awakening.
then Majora's Mask technically
But I mean, I get technically,
it
if
could
he
go
wins,
either way.
if he wins, you know, he's trolloping through whatever, and then he falls in a hole, and I think he dies. That's just, and everything is
Well,
just the
because
afterlife.
it's still part of the timeline where he's growing up.
True. But I
So-
think it should be its own era because I'm pretty sure that is just the end of that particular Link. And it's
Yeah.
because technically it takes place right after Ocarina of Time. It's the same Link from Ocarina of Time. And I still think he dies. That's just my theory. That's another story we can get into later. Something I honestly would like to talk about here on the show. Anyway, after Majora's Mask would be Twilight Princess and the Four Swords Adventure, which I do not count because I was never able to play that game because every time I tried it told me I needed a link cable and 3 other players. It pissed me off. The adult era, the Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks, and then
How the fuck could Wind Waker be the adult era?
because Nintendo has confirmed that is an adult Link, not
No,
a
it's
child
not.
Link.
No, it's not. That is bullshit, and they know it.
Well, that's just,
They have completely different character designs for adults in that game,
you've
and
gotta
Link is not one of
suck
them.
it the fuck.
No, I fucking refuse.
um,
Link is a child in Wind Waker. Fight me.
yeah.
Fight me, Nintendo.
Um,
Fight me, Shigeru Miyamoto.
but after that would be Breath of the Wild, and then this new game.
I mean, obviously he's an adult in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. But so the two new games again, Breath of the Wild, and this new one
Tears of the Kingdom.
takes place as if you're triumphant in Ocarina of Time, because this is a whole new, like this isn't just a reincarnation of Ganon. This is the full embodiment of Ganon's spirit / evilness / whatever the fuck they want to call it. I don't know. You know what I am mad about though?
What?
They do not include the Legend of Zelda CD.
What?
So, Nintendo had a CD attachment for the Nintendo 64, and then they released a Legend of Zelda game where Link talked. It was pretty much like Enter the Dungeon.
Oh, no. That's not... That wasn't an attachment for the 64. That was something completely different.
Was it the SNES then?
No. It was something completely different. It's really weird because you play it on a controller that
Looks like a TV remote.
Yeah, I could have sworn it was.
But
It
it's a separate thing entirely.
but it was meant for an attachment for one of the Nintendo games or Nintendo consoles.
Maybe that was the goal at some point, but that's not what it was. Because I know what game you're talking about. There's multiple, because there's one you play as Link, there's another you play as Zelda. I can't remember what the name of that system was, and I'm struggling. Oh, Wand of Gamelon.
I don't
That's
know.
the one where you play as Link. I can't remember what the one that you play as Zelda is called, but they're on the same system. And I don't think even Nintendo counts those as Zelda games.
No, I don't think they're canon at all.
No, they're
Excuse me.
they're just one of those things that exists as an enigma within their own continuity. You can make of it what you will, basically, because they're not going to define it.
No. And that's okay, because
it's like
it was
Mario
fucking
Kart.
garbage. Again, Link said this last week. Link doesn't need to talk.
Eh.
He doesn't need to talk.
Although, canonically, he does talk.
Fair.
Which is kind of a problem.
Yeah.
It's established that Link does talk, and can talk, and has talked to several important characters, but he never talks in the game. Like, even when he tells Zelda his name in Ocarina of Time, no talking on screen.
Just, huh?
The game is weird.
Now that's going to be stuck in my head. No. Why is that? Why?
Is what stuck in your head?
Ah!
Yeah, just yell into the microphone. That's helpful.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. Since we're talking about Zelda so much, should we go ahead and watch this
Yeah,
trailer?
let's watch the trailer.
Since neither of us have seen it yet.
I have yet to see this. It's going to...
So, I don't know if anybody out there watching has seen this already. You'll know more than we do. Let's get this queued up. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Fucking play.
What the hell?
Is it because I pulled the...
Shouldn't be. Oh, did you pull the... Oh.
Yeah, I had to. For the
fuck.
microphone.
And there's no way we can plug it back in?
I mean, if you can find a USB back there.
All right, you talk while I investigate your PC.
Okay, he's investigating the PC. On his knees, investigating the PC. Oh, that's horrid.
About to tear up its rear end.
Giggity. I tried. Look, I had things I needed to do too, okay?
Found one.
I think the USB splitter's still up there too. I didn't think about that. You have to re-enter the property. Yeah.
You shouldn't, because it's really drive.
My bad. There we go.
By the way, because Nintendo is so
Nitpicky.
copyright happy, I went ahead and put that overlay on it. It's probably going to be distracting, but this is just to help keep Kid from getting a ban. Okay, there's a lot of hieroglyphs. Trailer is almost half over. Oh, hey, finally see Link. And he's running. You can run in this game and fall to your certain death. Oh, they didn't show him die. Climbing. Falling. Wow, that's insightful for this game. There's still a little bit of time. Let's see if there's anything else. Got 15 seconds. Show us something.
Nope.
Really? 10 seconds. Come on. Oh, a release date. That's it. Wow, thanks Nintendo. That's cool. That's so helpful.
See, that kind of just confirms it even more for me, though, that this is the original bad guy from Skyward Sword.
How?
Like, so,
Because we see the green in that magic circle thing?
No, the original bad guy is what lifted the ground. It was his power. And all we see now, if this is a direct sequel to Breath of the Wild, and it takes place within the same Hyrule.
Well, when they were still writing this game, they were calling it Breath of the Wild 2.
True.
So,
Well, they haven't unconfirmed that it's not a direct sequel. So, I'm still writing off that logic at the moment until we're told otherwise.
They haven't not confirmed that
That's
it's
not
true.
not a sequel.
That's true. But if it is, this means that his power is what lifted the ground, and we're gonna see the goddesses again, which means that this is actually a direct sequel to Skyward Sword. Hold on, let me just make Zelda's story even more convoluted, okay? So this is gonna be a direct
I
sequel.
wonder if that eye roll I just did was audible.
To Breath of the Wild, all right, on top of being a direct sequel to Skyward Sword, which
That does not count as a direct sequel to Skyward Sword. There are several games that would come in between.
means Skyward Sword is a direct sequel to some other unnamed.
That's like saying Halloween Ends is a direct sequel to Halloween 2. What the fuck?
No! Don't throw that at the house.
That was weird.
The fucking kids
Just
are
all of a
outside
sudden something.
throwing shit. It could be written like Lost. Jesus.
See, now, I avoided Lost.
I didn't see it. My mom was a huge fan of it, and I didn't want anything to do with it. I think the only thing that got me interested in the slightest in Lost was the Just Cause 3 Easter egg island. And that was it. And I still didn't even watch the show.
Eh,
Do you remember that Easter egg at all?
no.
No, so in Just Cause 3, there was an island off to the right. Now, there was a side quest you can do to actually get there and turn off there was a storm machine that was making boats and planes crash if you got too close to the island.
That was one of the DLCs, wasn't it?
No.
Are you sure?
Well, the mission might be, but that island had always been there.
When you got all the Bavarium tech? I'm pretty sure that was part of the DLC.
That island had always been there.
Well, no, but I mean actually doing missions there and
The
shit.
mission there, yeah, I think was a DLC mission, but that's the game. The island had always been there. It always had a storm around it. You could never actually get there unless you got enough momentum to parachute down, or you could swim out there. But there was the smoke monster, which was actually just at first it was just a Japanese NPC, like an old World War II Japanese NPC, because in the DLC mission you had to take it was Japanese soldiers from World War II that had somehow survived and lived forever.
I don't know, just cause it gets weird sometimes.
Yeah. But it was just that NPC running around really fast, covered in smoke. And then you can find a hatch. That was the hatch from the show Lost.
All I know
All it
about
was.
Lost is that there's a bunch of people there and apparently a smoke monster. That's it.
And they're
That is
lost.
the extent of my knowledge.
They're lost. They're just lost. Somehow they get found, I guess.
Well, I mean, I would assume that's how the series ends, is they get
I
found.
don't know. I've never seen it. I haven't even seen the first episode.
Although technically, I guess you'd only need one person to get found for it to be over. Lost then found. You just need one character to focus on.
They
But
held the island.
But of
for
course,
the
if they
Emperor.
wrote it anywhere near the same as fucking Game of Thrones,
Right.
who knows who you're supposed to fucking focus on?
Oh man.
And I only know that because of, the media machine and other people that I know who won't shut the fuck up about Game of Thrones because I've never seen an episode ever. Not one.
I haven't either.
Like, yeah, I get it. It's like Lord of the Rings with boobs, but I don't
I mean,
care.
Jason Momoa raping somebody, but whatever.
Yeah, that sounds like fun family TV.
I don't know. Was never interested. Never, not once.
I mean,
Never.
unless he's talking about the mission in Just Cause.
That was probably it. I don't remember. You know how long
I
it's
don't
been
know.
since I played Just Cause 3?
Since we played it
Yeah.
in the first iteration of the Twitch stream.
Yeah, no shit. That was forever ago. I'd like to go back and play it, but that's going to have to wait because my Game Pass expired again, and I can't pay it just yet.
Smooth. What you should do is look up your rewards and see if you have enough reward points to get a month free of Game Pass
Right,
Ultimate.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I just went to the thing last night because it kept telling me every few days, you have rewards to turn in. You have rewards to turn in.
Yeah.
So like, okay, fuck it. I have nothing to do right now. It's not letting me play games because it's doing that thing that it does. I even restarted my Xbox and it still wouldn't let me play a fucking game. So I was like, okay, you know what? This thing keeps popping up. I'm going to click on it and see what the hell it wants me to do. So I turned in the weekly quests or whatever they're called, got the reward points, and then under the reward list,
I'll have to do
it
that.
actually has like you can get $10 a month of like Xbox money,
Yeah.
or you can get like PC Game Pass or Game Pass Ultimate. It all depends on how many points you have.
Are you sure? Are you sure, Aries? That kind of sounds like a paid advertisement.
Shilling for Grounded. Although, props to what they've been able to accomplish. Because Grounded was an indie game, and now it's fucking everywhere.
Damn.
So good on them.
4,861 out of 12,000 points. Lame.
Yeah, I last night was the first time I ever looked at it. I had 20,000.
Yeah, I don't have enough.
So, since it's at a reduced price right now, this month and next month, I get $10 for
There you go.
stuff to.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
No, it'll be fine. I'll be fine. I got.
I mean, of
games
course,
that
I can
still
only
play.
use that money on Xbox.
Right. And it's all right. I'll get Game Pass soon, and I'm not like everything else that I can play with everybody and stuff other than like Gang Beast and whatever. I already own it, so I'm not too concerned.
Well, either that or the game's free.
Yeah. No, Game Pass though, Grounded. I played it. I actually enjoyed it, but I didn't have anybody to play with when I first started playing it. I enjoyed it though. I'd play it again.
I don't know. It came out when I was literally playing nothing but Ark. So I was like, I'm not going over to another survival game when I'm working on this survival game.
That's fair. That's fair. Oh.
I mean, hell, I tried it with Conan when I finally got Game Pass.
I didn't even play Conan.
Conan Exiles is weird if you're used to other survival games. Just the inventory system itself is fucking weird.
I believe it. Because I'm just going to trust you. I'm just going to trust you on it.
I don't know who the fuck designed that, but they should probably find other employment. I'm just going to put that out there.
That's just my thoughts.
Oh, excuse me. I'm tired. I've been extremely tired lately, and I don't know why. I don't know why.
Yeah, no.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, guess what?
Chicken butt.
No.
I'm hungry.
No. Like, it's one thing if you're making food and your food is ready by the time the show starts. You're not leaving the show to make food.
I have
alright?
food that is ready. I just chose not to eat it. It's sitting in the fridge right now. Okay? Waiting on me. I've got several types of food. I've got chili. I've got meatballs. I've got a sandwich wrap that I got yesterday that I didn't eat, that I should have eaten, but I didn't, and I regretted it.
Speaking of food, I got really fucking pissed off last night.
Why?
So, Allie. No. It's nothing she did. I just want to throw that
Let
out
me
there
believe
right
that
now.
it is, okay?
You can believe whatever the fuck you want to, but it's literally nothing she did. The reason I bring her up is because she was at work. She asked us what we needed because she was coming home,
Yeah.
and I asked her to pick up some snacks because I can't eat chips all the time.
Right.
I can eat some kinds of chips sometimes, but if I'm gonna have a snack, it can't always be chips.
Right.
That's just too painful. So I asked for some cookies. I can't remember if it's Little Debbie or Hostess, but you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Those kind of cookies. And she got the kind that I like, but I opened the box last night, took one out of the package, took a bite, and goddamn was that cookie stale.
Oh, shit.
These are individually wrapped cookies in a big fucking box.
Did you
I
check
open
the
up-
expiration date?
Yeah, they don't expire for another month.
What the fuck?
These are the most stale cookies I have ever fucking eaten.
Individually wrapped cookies that are stale. That's fucking wild. I can wonder if they were like backstock cookies or the cookies that didn't make the cut when they first did it, and they're like, we really just got to get rid of these.
I don't know, but
Slap this expiration sticker on it and call it a day and ship it out.
So I ended up going through the kitchen looking for a container that could hold all these motherfucking cookies, because they're big ass cookies.
Yeah.
And there's like 15 of them in a box. So I got to find a container that can fit all of them, and then get some bread to put in the bottom of the container, pile all those in there and seal it, and then let it sit for like a day.
Right.
Like, I just want a fucking cookie that I can actually chew. Like, I get it. My teeth are fucked up, all right? Quit punishing me for it.
No shit. I'm in the same boat. Getting there at least. Stupid drunk drivers.
At least you can blame somebody else, all right?
Fair.
With me, it was just being a dumb kid.
Fair. Oh. Fucking. I get jealous sometimes. There's one of the guys we ended up raiding out to a while ago, was it Sergeant Jackson?
I know, right? See, I want a cookie too, but I can't have one. I have them and I can't have one.
Sergeant Jackson on Twitch, we rated him, and he went to TwitchCon over the weekend, and he was actually given an award by Twitch for the best teeth on Twitch. It was self-proclaimed best teeth on Twitch, and now it's Twitch certified best teeth on Twitch.
I mean, I guess if you gotta get an award for something.
Right? You just sit on his face.
Hey, he's a cookie, not cake.
So that's all Patty wants is his cake.
Well, then he can have some fucking zebra cakes.
You know what? Now I want a cookie. I'll be right back.
God damn it. Fucking main host running away, leaving me with the show.
It's not nice.
Especially just to get his own fucking cookie when he knows I can't have mine.
What the hell is he drinking? I come in, and he's got some bottle. What is this? Oh, it's just root beer. I thought he was drinking beer this whole time. It's like, motherfucker didn't even offer me one. That's not nice. This is root beer, okay. He can have that. How long does it take to grab a fucking cookie? What the fuck? What just happened? So for anybody who just heard that, he comes to the door, slightly opens it, immediately closes it, and now he's gone again. Yeah, I'm not worried. No, not at all. Oh. So how's everybody else doing right now? Other than, suffering from cookie withdrawals. There he is. Now he's back.
Had to get a drink too. I almost forgot.
Stupid.
I walked in. I'm like, wait, shit. I need a drink. Here you go.
These are the cookies.
They're fudge rounds. Those aren't cookies. Those are fudge rounds.
Same difference. It's a fucking cookie. Okay, it's 2 cookies. But you know what I mean.
It's like an oatmeal cream pie, but chocolate.
It's one of the only chocolate things that I can eat.
See, that's what it's supposed to be like. Fucking, I open the package for mine, try to take a bite, and it's like chewing on cardboard.
That's fucking weird. I don't think I've ever had a oatmeal cream pie or a fudge round that has ever not been moist.
I don't know.
That's fucking weird.
It wasn't chewy, I can tell you that much.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's not your fault.
Are you satisfied now, though?
Yes. Very much. It's like, the thing I've been missing. Finally got my chocolate cocaine fix. I'm sorry. I'm from Wichita. My chocolate meth fix.
I prefer cocaine, but, to each their own.
I've never actually tried either one, so you do you.
Neither have I, but cocaine sounds like a better option.
I don't know. With what I've seen in Hollywood, I don't think either one is a good option.
Fair. Can we all just stick with shrooms?
Streamer, I agree. But if I had the opportunity to go back to that period of my life, I would in a heartbeat.
That's a good fucking cookie.
You're welcome. See, our kids are out of school, too. Fucking sucks. Hey, look, my son's home. Oh, man. I was going to say something, I don't remember.
Titty sprinkles.
Titty sprinkles. Well, you're telling me we've got the R5 plus the 3 that Julie babysits. All right. And then we got to deal with that next week for parent-teacher conferences.
You know, that thing that you already said at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, well, Leo and Aries weren't here for that, so.
You don't know that. You don't know. You can't prove it.
Fair.
Oh, so apparently, fucking first episode of Bleach is already out.
I know. Somebody was streaming it on TikTok.
Because, see, here I thought the 10th was the 10th.
Today's the 10th, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at shit at 10 o'clock this morning. and people already had reviews up for the episode.
Jesus.
I was like, are you fucking kidding?
That's okay. Because we're going to do it, right? We're going to give reviews next week for today's episode. That way everybody can kind of get caught up and have a pretty much the last time on Bleach before the new episode comes out.
Well,
It'll be after the next episode comes out.
Well,
if they're sticking to the same schedule. Because what it sounds like is Hulu posted it probably at midnight. At least that's the impression I'm getting. That's how quickly people were jumping on this shit.
Yeah. I got to find out where to watch it because I don't have Hulu.
Well, the other thing I didn't think about is that this is probably not airing on TV whatsoever. We've never had a show like Bleach be like that. Because seasons 1 through 15
of Bleach all aired on TV. And then all of a sudden you've got the sequel, technically just season 16, and it's streaming only. So there's no set time slot that it's going to come out in Japan for it to be simulcast or whatever to the rest of the fucking
I've
world.
never used TV shows 88. I don't know. So I don't know if it's back up. I use other sites that I'm not going to mention so they don't get taken down as well.
We have Hulu.
I wish. I mean, we don't have the paid for stuff. So I can't watch Bleach. It's subscriber only.
I don't know.
Unless after the show you want to give me your Hulu information so I can log in and watch it. That'd be great.
Well, it's not technically our account. We're just on it. Yeah.
See, that don't help me none at all either.
Yeah. Well, hey, we paid for Disney Plus, all right?
Yeah, you use the same one I use. I'm just not gonna say it on fucking Twitch. I'm not gonna get it taken down. It's the same one that you use, that Duncan's uses, that Darkness uses. Duncan's uses it. Almost half the popular uses it. But I don't know if Bleach is on said site. I don't know if it is or if it's going to air. And if it is going to be on there, it probably won't be.
Well, apparently the episode's already out. You could literally look it up right now.
I could. Hold on.
Like, you don't even need to do that. You can just use your phone.
No, because it's easier to do it from here.
I'm seeing a lot of stuff. Hey, look, there's that. And it's got a play button on it. Your antivirus doesn't like it.
I don't know why. It's the first time it's said on that.
What the fuck is that?
Play free. Close the door before playing this. That's what that is.
It's a good thing there's no fucking screen capture right now. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this seems like a reputable site.
It's sub.
Well, that's the other thing I was wondering, is if it would be simuldubbed.
Now I see why you go to that site.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, I'm not the one who uses it, all right? I didn't even know it existed.
So it is on that site, though. It's in sub. You know what's funny, though? Is that site right there that we just looked at is one of the sites that you've recommended to me in the past.
I didn't even see the name of it. What are you talking about?
What is it?
I've literally never gone to that website.
Bullshit.
Never. No, the two sites I would use for streaming anime are Just Dubs and Just Subs.
Mm.
That's literally the name of the website.
Oh. Should be on there too then.
I don't
Look,
know.
if it's on 9
I don't
Anime,
know.
it's
I don't know
gotta
if
be on
those websites
are still up anymore.
Oh, fair.
Because like that, it's been so long now. It doesn't matter. That's where Fez and I were watching One Piece
Ah.
to try to catch up.
Well, that site has all of One Piece. It has almost every anime. Probably has every anime that's ever been released.
I doubt it. I don't think you realize just how much anime there is.
I'm pretty sure it has every anime that's been released.
Dude, you're talking 300 plus titles a year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have every anime that's ever been released.
I doubt it.
Great thing about it is with this site that it actually, like, unlike most of your sites, this one actually saves your watch. So if you watch like half the show and you're like, oh, I gotta go do something real quick, stop it, close out your computer, even turn off your computer, go back onto it, and you click back on that title, it'll take you back to your last one without having to log in.
Oh, so it tracks your IP. That's not good.
Yeah.
I'm not using that website.
So in other words, if anybody out there, streamer, knows what website this is, I fully do not recommend using it. Just knowing that one fucking thing.
I'm not
Now,
worried about it.
it's different if you're logged in and it saves where you are in an episode. But if it does this without you having to be logged in, then it's tracking your IP and this website should not exist.
Do something about it then.
I am. I'm not going to that website. Less traffic.
He said, nope, don't know. Wasn't paying attention.
Fair. But the only reason I said your name is because kids said apparently you know which website this is. So I'm just, yeah.
It's 9 Anime. The one that Duncan uses more than anybody. I think I've only used it one time, honestly.
Uh-huh.
No,
sure.
deadass. I've only used it once.
Okay.
I'm serious.
I saw the ads on the side of the screen.
Okay, I'm gonna call you out just a little bit here. Not only did I see the ads on the side of the screen, I've had to clear out stuff in your internet browser on the phone you had like 2 phones before that one.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I did.
When we lived together, you asked me for help with your phone, and I had to clear out all the open tabs you had for Chrome. I'm not gonna say what's on them. I'm just gonna say I don't believe that's the.
That was not 2 phones before this one. It was many,
Either way, I saw some shit while trying to help you make your phone usable.
Fucking
You come to me, you know about tech and stuff, and I can't get the fucking internet browser to do what I want it to. And like,
I don't remember that at all.
I can't unremember. Like I said, I won't say what I saw, but I saw what I saw.
I don't even use Chrome on my phone anymore.
It's probably a good thing. It doesn't close your tabs unless you close your tabs.
Oh.
Anyway, public shaming aside.
So Mario just released a teaser trailer.
Well, not just released a teaser trailer, but close enough.
Seriously, the only issue I've had with this trailer is Chris Pratt. Now, we don't get to hear Luigi talk at all, so I don't know what he sounds like. But Chris Pratt,
It's not that he doesn't talk. He doesn't say words.
yeah.
So you still hear Charlie Day, and you can.
I didn't even hear
You can
that.
clearly notice that it is Charlie Day if you're paying attention.
I
but-
didn't even hear that. I just know that Chris Pratt should not be Mario. He's trying, and I commend him for that. That is, you can easily take fucking voice clips from the previous games or something, or even the original fucking voice actor who is still alive,
who they totally could have got play this animated
Yeah.
character because he's always played this animated character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, not always, because in the Super Mario Super Show or whatever it's fucking called, it was somebody else, and that show was dumb and nobody should count it. But I digress.
But yeah, other than that, I didn't have a problem. I didn't even have a problem with Jack Black being Bowser. I know you said there was something that you heard that I didn't notice.
I don't know. I put together a clip just for comparison to try to see if I'm fucking crazy or if anybody else hears this too. But
I guess before we really get into it, let's go ahead and play the trailer in its entirety. That way people know what we're talking about. So it's gonna take just a second because, had to reconnect the thing to the stuff. Oh, that one apparently is still okay. Here we go. Falling from the sky. I will say this was amazing. Like, Illumination went all out.
Behold, the king of the Koopas!
Fucking Koopa army.
Open the gates!
This is really good.
Attack!
I wasn't expecting them to go with the penguin thing. I thought they would go with a lot more classic stuff.
Yeah.
That is but a
I mean, this is
taste
one
of
the
our
first worlds
fury.
to go into during
Do you yield?
Nintendo or Super Mario 64
I do
video
not.
games,
Yeah, but that was years later.
I finally found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
And it's Chris. Mushroom Kingdom looks great.
What is this place?
Do not touch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
I love
Mushroom
Toad, I
Kingdom,
do.
here we come.
You're right, he's trying.
He's trying,
But he's
There's-
still not.
You're not high pitched enough. Anybody else could do a better fucking impression of Mario.
I don't think anybody else could do a better impression of Mario.
Like, it almost feels to me. Because, I mean, as a kid, we used to run around doing, "It's a me, a Mario!" You know, that sounds 10 times better than that. It's almost like
Well, because
the
you're
director
actually-
was like, okay, you can't
But you're
sound
actually
like
using a line from the game.
this.
That's a thing that he
That
actually
would
says.
be hard.
In the movie, he's not doing that.
It could have been better. So much better. It almost feels like the director was pushing him to do something else.
But you know what? If we don't get a wahoo, then I'm going to be pretty fucking pissed. We need one.
just one.
Anyways.
So let's scroll up a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That is but a taste of our fury. Do you yield?
Penguins are hilarious. I
do
like it.
not.
Hold on. We'll get to the Bowser. Now,
Mario being thrown into the Mushroom Kingdom like he's never been there before.
That's where my problems start. Mario's from the fucking Mushroom Kingdom. So what the hell is this? Why are they trying to play it off like this is the first time he's seen this world ever?
I don't know. I honestly don't.
This makes no sense at all.
It's almost like they're trying to stray away from the original story and and that's what everybody's doing nowadays.
Well,
This is the Silververse.
oh, don't fucking get me started on that.
This is the Silververse.
But see, this brings me back to when this movie was first announced, because what I remember from a few years ago when they first said that this movie was going to be a thing, I could have sworn the announcement was that it was going to be a live-action Super Mario.
Right, and that's why I was all pissed. I was livid. I was like, there's no way Chris Pratt is going to be fucking Mario as a live-action Mario. No. Danny DeVito.
See, I tried... No. See, I tried looking it up last night, and all I could find were statements made after that where it said that Illumination was going to be part of the team. Which, would clearly mean that it's animated. But I was looking for announcements the day of, because I swear I remember the first announcement being it was going to be a live-action Super Mario movie.
That's what I thought, too. We even talked about it on the podcast after it was announced.
Well, the reason I bring that up is because my worry is that they're going to turn this into some kind of Jumanji sequel ripoff, where you've got people going into the game, and that's why nobody's right. Like, it's not Mario seeing this world for the first time. It's Chris Pratt's character becoming Mario seeing this world for the first time.
Oh, I hope not. I fucking hope not. Now, if this is just like he's from... So what was that fucking... Okay, it's in Odyssey. What is that world called?
Donk City.
Donk City. Everybody else is human. What if originally... Now, this is... I'm going off of what they're creating here.
I guess it's New Donk City, isn't it?
Moon!
What they're creating...
Welcome.
What they're creating for this universe is a whole new universe where Mario is actually from that world. He's human, like anybody else that in New Donk City is. And this is his first time seeing what Mushroom Kingdom is. Because we don't have a... We all know that's where Mario's always lived. We don't know if that's where he's from.
We do know he's from the Mushroom Kingdom.
They've never confirmed that he was born in the Mushroom Kingdom.
No, he's just from the Mushroom Kingdom. Because the others are
I'm from Wichita, but I was actually...
He
I've lived in other
goes
cities.
to help save the princess when she's kidnapped from the Mushroom Kingdom. That's when you go to the other worlds in the Super Mario universe.
We don't know anything about that before then, though. I'm not arguing that you're wrong. I'm just giving... We do not know that he was actually born in the Mushroom Kingdom. We just know that that's where he's from. Okay, cool. Where was he? He's already a grown-ass fucking adult. Where has he lived before then? Anything like that?
Okay.
We don't know these things.
Here's the problem.
And Baby Mario
No.
shit is fucking not even technically canon anyway.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. He is one of the seven star children.
You're a star child. Shut the fuck up.
That's canon. You've got Mario, Luigi, Peach. I think Yoshi's one of them.
Okay, Moon. We'll see you later.
Wait, what?
Fucking back hurts.
Oh, okay. Bye, Moon. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in.
The big baby.
Right, well, anyways, the rest of the Star Children don't really fucking matter. Point is, it's canon. He's one of them. He's from the fucking Mushroom Kingdom. Which is why it matters to him when the princess is kidnapped.
And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anyway. It doesn't. It doesn't.
It kind of does, though.
Because we have no actual backstory of him being.
Yes, we do. The fucking Baby Mario
Okay, just happens to show up out of nowhere
in the Mushroom Kingdom.
halfway through the fucking series.
No. I'm talking about Mario when he was a baby. Not when they got brought forward through time or whatever with that whole weird storyline. I'm talking about legitimate baby Mario.
Let's talk about convolution for a second.
Convolution?
Yeah, whatever. Don't give a shit.
There is no D in that word.
It doesn't matter anymore. The world's a lie. We're living in the Matrix.
Take your D out of it. It did not consent.
Anyway.
No, I give it the benefit of that. If they're trying to recreate their own universe for cinema's sake, I'm one of those people. That's okay.
They better fucking justify it.
Yeah.
And it better make sense.
People that try to use established IPs like this
Don't always have a good track record when it comes to that.
now, granted, even though it's never talked about, there is technically a Mario multiverse. But like I said, never talked about, never fully confirmed. It's just, hey, there's these games, and there's these games, and there's these games. They just don't cross over and don't reference each other.
Yeah, like,
Minus the occasional Easter egg,
Yeah.
which is not a confirmation of anything because it's just a fucking
I mean,
Easter
Super
egg.
Smash Bros, all the tennis games, the
Right.
Mario Kart, all that.
Mario and Sonic at the Olympics.
Yeah. Which I still don't like that idea, but okay.
Although what makes me kind of happy is that you've got this one, I think it's Universal, and then you've got Sonic, which is Paramount, and they are never going to cross over.
No.
I'm okay with that. Just leave that how it is.
No, did you see that they're already trying to bully Universal over Mario's ass?
No, and I don't care. I don't care. Not in the slightest.
That was
'Cause
the
see-
funniest shit ever.
When it comes to design, my issue with Mario is not his outfit. My issue with Mario is his face. I cannot put my finger on it. I can't effectively describe it, but something about his face just is off. It's almost there. But it's just like it's like 5% not there, and that 5% just takes me away from it. Maybe it's part of the shape, maybe it's the shading, maybe it's some of the color. I don't know. Whatever it is, his face to me looks more human
That's
than
what I was
Mario.
getting ready to say. He almost looks too human. Like they're trying to make him a little. He actually kind of looks like Chris Pratt. It looks like if Chris Pratt were to wear a mustache and a big nose.
I don't see that.
I do. And that's horrifying.
Like, I get it. I'm nitpicking. I really am. But just coming from a graphic designer, it irritates me. I can never look at that face right there and think, okay, it's just Mario. Because there's just that 5% that's not.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It bugs me. That's it.
Now, Toad, on the other hand, I was actually pleasantly surprised with Keegan-Michael Key's
Yeah.
rendition of
He
Toad.
sounds pretty good.
Because if you've played the games...
Scratchy, childish voice.
If you've played any games where Toad actually talks, you know that he's insufferable to listen to. And you can't really do that for the entire length of a movie and expect, even parents to go along with it.
Yeah.
Because they're going to get sick of this shit. But you need parents to pay for the tickets and go with their children to see the movie for this movie to make any money. So, toning it down just a little bit, but still having it be that grovelly, childish voice.
It, it sounds good.
That
I was
middle ground.
very surprised because
Yeah,
Toad
that
is
was well done.
I know a lot of people see Toad as such a small. He's really not. Let's be honest.
No, Toad is a fucking
He's
key
a
character.
huge key character.
He's the one who watched
Princess Toadstool get
Yeah.
kidnapped
Um,
and didn't do a fucking thing about it.
but so just you could easily say that they could have made him sound like whatever they wanted, but no, I'm glad they did it right. It sounds great. Like I said, the only voice I have a problem with is Mario. Chris Pratt should not be voice acting Mario. I said it. I'm gonna keep saying it.
He really shouldn't.
Now the movie might be really, really good, like extremely good, almost too good.
Well,
but I'm still gonna
it's
sit
not
there
out
and
yet.
say that. I said could be, but I'm still gonna say that Chris Pratt doesn't deserve to be Mario.
Well, I mean, you could say the same thing about Ben Schwartz being Sonic.
To be fair. And,
Ben Schwartz actually sounds good as Sonic, though.
Well, that's the thing, though. It's like,
to a point, you'd actually be right. And I know this is... Disclaimer, this is going to sound kind of fucking racist, but there's no way around it. Ben Schwartz is very Jewish. He is very Jewish. And you can hear it when you hear him talk normally. Now, he tries to cover it up when he's being Sonic. But, I mean, just even his opening lines from the first movie, talking about his extraordinary power. He's very Jewish.
Fair. Fair. He said I'm a
Nose
tip.
itches.
Well, if you're early dipping streamer, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Even though we're getting ready to talk about Bowser, 'cause I don't hear anything that you said that there was.
Well, yet. I haven't played the side-by-side clip yet.
Oh, well, let's play that.
well, I was making a point.
Oh, my bad.
So anyone who knew who Ben Schwartz was,
You kind of had a divide in the fandom after the... Oh, excuse me. After the redesign, where it was like, okay, he looks right, but does he sound right?
a lot of people said yes.
A lot of people said no. Of course, that conversation was completely overshadowed by the redesign itself, so
Yeah.
it didn't get taken too
Seriously. But there was still that certain divide in the community.
See, and I
And it made sense.
I-
Just like here. A lot of people are saying it's just enough to work for a movie. Other people are saying, no, this isn't like Sonic where you've had multiple people play the same character. We've had
Yeah.
one established voice, one established canon voice, I should say.
true.
And aside from that, Sonic has a fully defined multiverse.
Oh yeah.
It's talked about. It's canon. We know it exists. They know it exists. The movie can still exist the way it exists. Any Mario movies, they don't talk about shit like that in the games. So there's no reference point to work from. So then you go to the whole Halo paradox, where it's, this is a separate timeline. Separate timelines don't exist. But this is a separate timeline. But separate timelines don't exist.
Yeah.
You
They-
can't do
they
that. This is not a fucking multiverse.
Haven't been established.
You can't just do whatever you want with these characters that we already know and just change up every important plot point to be what you want it to be for this fucking
Right.
so-called silver timeline. It doesn't work that way.
I can't believe they're making a season 2. I'm surprised that got
I can't believe
greenlit.
those people are still employed.
I can't believe that got greenlit. I don't know. I could live with
That's fair.
the conversation of original voice actor.
Well, no. It's just like with Toad, where you have him being that unbearable voice through the entire movie. It's not really going to be rewatchable, and you need this movie to be rewatchable at the very least.
True. I don't know. It's just off. It's just so off. It could be at least a little bit more higher pitched. I'm sorry. It's just,
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but still, it wouldn't. It still wouldn't reach that point. It could always be just a little more this or a little more that, and when you get those, it could still be a little more this or a little more that.
True.
And eventually, where do you draw the line between, what you're asking for and the original voice? Because when you keep asking for it, you'll get that original voice that they're not gonna do.
And it's just the only problem I have so far. And then you've got...
Let's see.
While we're talking about voices, I'll go ahead and I'll play this Bowser clip. And we're probably going to play it multiple times. Because I can't be the only one that hears this.
So we're going to play it multiple times, and you're going to force everybody to hear it. That's what's going to happen.
Well, because now people are going to be looking for it.
True.
But that's kind of the point. I want people to look for it because I haven't heard anybody talk about this yet. The whole point is you've got this first clip where he yells out to open the gate, right? That sounds great. That's really well done. You can't even tell it's Jack Black, really. And then the second clip where he yells out, "Now who's going to stop me?" And I want you to tell me which one sounds like it was played by Jack Black and which one sounds like, could actually be from the game.
Open the gates!
We'll play that again.
Open the gates!
One more time.
Open the gates!
All right. Now, compare that to this.
Now who's gonna stop me? Open the gates! Now who's gonna stop me? Open the gates! Now who's gonna stop me?
Okay, I see where you're going. I see where you're coming from. But imagine...
It's the contrast in the same scene
Right.
that really fucking bugs me.
But at this point, the way I see it is just some guy with a natural, deep, gargly voice trying to yell. And it happens even like... It being a singer is where I see it the most. You've got a lot of... especially in heavy metal. You've got a lot of those people, especially like Corey Taylor, for instance. When he most of his songs, especially from Slipknot, is this harsh, grungy, deep roar. And then when you try to do a higher pitch of that same roar, you get a different note. And it
No, here's the thing.
starts to blend.
Because that's completely
And
different.
that's what I hear. I just hear a blend.
I get where you're going, but that's completely different. What I'm going for here is you've got a normal speaking voice and then a yell. So if you compare Corey Taylor talking to Corey Taylor singing, you can still tell it's Corey Taylor.
I was just talking about like from his music. So when he's singing most of his songs, especially with his growling, and then when he goes from
the reason I say that is because you've got the normal bass line, which would be that first clip from Bowser.
yeah,
And then you've got the yell, which is you're adding pitch, you're adding tone, you're
Right.
adding things to it just to carry. But you can still tell it's the same person. To me, when I hear this, it doesn't sound like it was voiced by the same person in both clips.
It sounds the same
is
to me.
the second one is very clearly Jack Black,
Like an angry Po from Kung Fu Panda.
but the first one seems like just I don't even know how to put it. A run-of-the-mill Bowser that you could find anywhere.
Sounds the same to me. Just one's higher pitch trying to carry his voice, and that happens in general. I mean, it.
But the first clip does not sound like Jack Black to me whatsoever. Not even a little bit. Not remotely like Jack Black.
It's not supposed to.
Then why does the second clip so clearly sound like
Doesn't to me.
It does to me. Like,
Here, let me
I
turn it
didn't
up for
hear
you.
any differences.
So you might hear this twice a little bit because
we've got the monitoring on so that we can hear it, but we're not using headphones. So let me play this again.
Open the gates!
All right.
Open the gates! Now who's gonna stop me?
I hear Jack Black in that one. Okay.
Open the gates!
But I don't hear Jack Black there.
No, I mean I kind of do.
Open the gates!
One more time.
Open the gates!
In Gates, I hear it.
I don't.
I hear Jack Black in both of them. I truly do. I'm sorry.
I don't.
You can't convince me otherwise. I hear it. I mean, I can see where you don't, because it is very unlike. Like we don't. I don't think we've ever heard Jack Black that deep, and even in his music. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you. Sorry.
I've got no baseline for that when it comes to Jack Black.
I know.
I've heard his normal speaking voice. I've heard him high as fuck. I've heard him excited. I've heard him sad. I've heard him depressed. I've heard him play a whole range of different fucking characters. I've never heard that from Jack Black.
See, I'm trying to think. He did. What was that video game that he did?
Brutal Legend.
I'm trying to think if it was maybe he did something like that in that game, but I didn't play Brutal Legends, so I don't know. Like I can't make a assumption off of it because I didn't play it.
I mean, I'm okay with being alone on this, but still.
No, I'm sorry. I hear Jack Black all the way through. I'm sorry. See, it's been a while since I've seen the Pick of Destiny.
Well, I don't use TikTok. But I mean, on the other hand, him going close to that deep, it's still not there.
Like I'm having a hard time trying to put this into words, but just studying people's voices, studying impressions and stuff like that, because I've heard him do some impressions. None like that though. Like take how should I put this? Take Jeff Dunham for example, right? He's got what, like 30 different voices?
Yeah.
But you can hear Jeff in all of them. There's that one quality he has to his voice that you'll be able to hear no matter which character he's pretending to be.
I don't.
Whether it be a speech pattern,
or a certain pitch that he reaches,
whatever it is, there's something that you can always use to tell, yep, this one's Jeff Dunham, this one's Jeff Dunham. You could turn off the fucking screen, use audio only. This is Jeff Dunham, this is Jeff Dunham. You'll always fucking know.
I don't get that here.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I don't watch Masked Singer either. I don't like those reality singing shows. So I guess maybe
My wife watched it without me.
I guess maybe it's been out there for a while just on things that I don't watch, which is fair. So
maybe that's why I don't have that baseline when it comes to Jack Black, but that I just don't hear it.
I mean, like I said, I'm not telling you you're wrong. I'm just telling you you're wrong. I don't mean, not like, hey man, you're just fucking wrong, okay? But because you're wrong, but you're not, because I mean you're hearing it your own way, and everybody else hears it the right way. I mean, that's the only way I could put it.
I don't fucking know.
I don't hear it. You're the only one that does.
The only one here.
Bastard.
I'm not telling you you're wrong. It's just, your ears are retarded. Wow. Aries.
It would be a completely different show if they pegged him.
And it definitely wouldn't be on network
No,
television.
not at all.
You'd probably have to find that on a hub. Or a website with an X in the name. At least one. Or possibly, given the ads that I saw on that website,
Shut
that
the
you
fuck
you
up.
can find it there.
Shut up. You know you wanted to play that game.
No. Let's see. How badly do I want my computer to have a virus? Not at all.
Who was the one that, oh yeah, that's right. It was you.
What?
You're the one that showed me Valkyrie Drive.
That was an anime, number one. That was not a porno.
And damn near.
And it had some great fucking music in it. You cannot tell me otherwise.
Oh my god. You know, I can't for the life of me find that at all. The original.
What?
The original Valkyrie Drive.
There is no original Valkyrie Drive. It's based off a mobile game.
I didn't know that.
That's why it's called Valkyrie Drive Mermaid.
Okay then. I didn't even know it was based off a fucking mobile game. It's the mobile game just like the fucking anime.
I have no idea.
I would not be the person to ask about that. But I mean, Japan is weird, all right? Like, there's another mobile game series. What's it called? Taimanin Asagi or something like that. I think Asagi is the name of one of the characters. And it gets advertised fucking everywhere. I've seen ads for this game in places just... I'm just going to say, in tons of different fucking places. I've even seen an ad for this game on YouTube, scrolling through recommended videos when I was watching something from Markiplier, alright?
Mm-hmm.
And the name sort of sounded familiar, like I'd heard somebody talk about it before. So I looked it up, and there are multiple anime series based off this game. Only, no, they're not anime series. Every single series based off of this game is a porno. Literally all of them. But every game is PG, with the exception of, boob physics. The only reason I know that is because the trailers for the fucking game. Because I don't play those shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I've got, what is it, an energy simulator game on my phone. That's basically the only game I play. Or, no. Because I've also got Mahjong. I play Mahjong and that energy game. It's an idle game. That's it. That's all I do other than using my phone for its intended purposes, which is communication.
I don't know what to tell you.
Well, my point is, Japan is weird.
Oh, no. You do those fucking porno story things too. Don't lie.
What are you talking
No
about?
porno stories. Because remember, it's not a porno.
What?
What?
Are you talking about when I had you download one so that you could see the program?
The only reason why you knew about it is because you had to have downloaded it.
Okay, we're not going over this entire fucking story again. I've done it at least twice. All right? I'm not doing it. Just go to previous episodes.
there's an
Kaz
episode...
is not writing a porno, we
No,
promise.
there is an episode of the podcast in the archive on YouTube called Announcing Announcements. I think it was episode 6 or 7.
That's when I first talked about this program I'm using to make the book that I'm writing.
The program he's using to not write a porno. The joke will forever live on.
Whatever.
I can't breathe.
But no, we ended up downloading one on your phone so that you could get a feel for what the program is,
By the way,
regardless
it never worked.
regardless of the content.
Excuse me. That never worked. I couldn't get it to work.
Then you're retarded.
Probably. But it never would load, ever. Would not load whatsoever.
Is it still on your phone?
No.
You're retarded. It is one of the most simple programs to use
Would
I
not
have
load.
ever fucking come across.
I could not get it to go. It just passed the fucking loading screen. It would not load.
There is no loading
It would,
screen.
no, it would
That's
be
how
black.
I know you're retarded.
And then there was a little square at the bottom that was circled. And it's all I did. No matter how many times I fucking clicked on it, it was a square that rotated at the very bottom of the fucking screen.
Then you clicked on something else
No.
because that doesn't do that.
No,
The one I'm talking about doesn't do that.
it does. Because that's what it did. And then I removed it. Because it didn't work anyway. Was I going to keep it on my phone? Not probably just yes.
What? Oh, fuck. That was everywhere for a while.
I don't remember.
The girls that turned into the warships or whatever, or I guess they were a representation of the warships, something like that.
I want to say it was like
Shimakaze or something like that.
I wouldn't know. I didn't look. I didn't see.
I don't know. When it came out, it was everywhere, from cosplay to fucking animations, everything. You couldn't scroll through YouTube without fucking finding it.
Nah, I didn't find it because I don't remember any of this.
Then you must not have been spending a lot of time on YouTube
Probably
at the time.
not.
It was unavoidable, especially on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't remember any of it.
But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I think the ones I see the most is like those zombie survival games that they're trying to get more adults to buy or download because they're making them like super sexy type stuff, trying to catch your eye. But that's the only thing I see on YouTube anymore, especially on the ads.
I don't know.
And then
I don't know.
yeah, it's
Well, one of them that they've been advertising heavily lately is Queen's Blade.
that one I have not seen.
I remember when that anime came out, that was the first one I saw that was based off of a game. And it was basically softcore porn, but in a fighting genre instead of actually being porn. Because it was all about these, superpowered women, scantily clad, who,
Fair.
as they were fighting, would be, even more scantily clad, I should say. One of them had laser nipples, all right?
There you go.
Who the fuck created laser nipples?
Austin Powers came pretty close to it.
Guns? That's not the same thing.
I said close. Look,
Nah,
man,
in Queen's Blade, they were powered by magic.
well, aren't most lasers powered by magic anymore?
No, they're powered by science, bitch.
Have you even seen Breaking Bad?
No.
Oh, fuck. Actually, a good show.
I mean, that's what people say, but
I enjoyed it. I've watched it 6 times now.
I don't know. Anything with that level of hype, I'm instantly averse to.
See, I usually am, and it took me a while to actually go out and break down and watch it. And then I watched it, and then
Eh.
it wasn't bad, and so I watched it again.
I don't know. Breaking Bad, Lost, fucking, like I said earlier, Game of Thrones, Mad Men, all those kinds of shows where they get hyped up so fucking much.
See,
I can't bring myself to watch them.
I watched. I think the only ones
Not
I've
really
watched
for any
is
particular reason.
Breaking Bad. I've watched Sons of Anarchy, and I wasn't a fan at all. It's not how.
The Sons of Anarchy just didn't appeal to me.
That's not how MCs work whatsoever. Like, they overplayed the politics of MCs so much in that show. it's hideous. Other than that, I don't watch. Like, I never got into Game of Thrones. What was that other one? There was one just recently.
I don't know.
I got into Squid Game.
Eh. That one didn't really appeal to me either.
That one's coming out with a season 2.
I'm sure it is.
They're releasing
They
season
made
2
a
for it.
shitload of money off
No,
it.
there is another one though that I think you would like. It's what's it called? I don't remember the name, but the story behind it is it's a puzzle game that they all have to play. Just different types of puzzle games, surviving games, things like that. But it's almost like, and I don't remember if it was the government has kidnapped people, put them in a whole different universe. We still don't know if it's like a whole nother world that they got put into or in VR, but they're alone in the city in the world. And each game that they play, they get a card, and they have to collect all the cards to get released. And they only have a certain amount of time.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's on Netflix.
Is this like an animated show?
No, it's live action.
I don't know. If it's a Netflix original, I tend to stay away from those, but that's for a whole different reason.
Okay, Alice in Borderland. It is on Netflix.
I've never even heard of that.
Yep. So it's based in these people are trapped in abandoned Tokyo where they are forced to compete in dangerous games, the type of and difficulty of which are determined by playing cards. And each time they complete the game, the survivors get the playing card. And if you collect them all, supposedly they all get to go free. But they're all timed. Like, they can only blast so many days or these lasers in the sky will fucking kill them. Legit, once their time runs out, a laser shoots from the sky and fucking kills them. And then it's the same way if you step into the game. Once you step into the game area, you're in. You can't exit. If you exit before the game ends, a laser from the sky fucking kills you.
From
fucking
what I know
ridiculous.
about Squid Game, it sounds like a ripoff of Squid Game.
I think this one actually came out before Squid Game.
I don't know.
I could be wrong, though.
I wouldn't be able to tell you either way.
I know one exists. I'm just hearing about the other one right now.
Well, maybe it came out at the same time. 2020. When did Squid Game come out? Last year?
No. I don't think so. Well, isn't Squid Game based off like a book or something?
I have no idea. Yeah, so Alice in Borderland came out first. Squid Game came out in 2021.
Whatever. I mean, they're hardly the first to do a survival game story.
Yeah. This one's getting a season 2 too as well, so that's cool. I don't know. I actually enjoy Asian TV, especially with the ones that they've been coming out with lately. Especially when it comes to horror. Holy shit! They know how to do it right. I don't know why. It's really good.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. Have you seen All of Us Are Dead yet? Pretty much, it's a live action hot take on High School Dead.
Does it have the same level of fan service?
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes. Well, I mean,
Okay,
not
something
really.
like that works in anime because it's so ridiculous.
True.
That's not something that works in live
Just-
action.
When it came to the actual show, though, so it's not. Everybody thought that it was based off of High School of the Dead. It's not. It's got the same.
Well, because it's Asian people with zombies in a high school.
Right. It's got the same premise, but it's not the same. Like there's some zombies that get infected, but people that get infected but not fully infected. Like they still have full control over their thoughts, all of this, and now they're like superhuman, which is pretty fucking cool. It gets the story itself gets pretty deep. It's not bad. I think you should give it a shot. Quit being a puss.
Yeah.
Give it a
I keep waiting
shot.
for something new. I want one of these production companies to come out with something new.
Good luck.
Anything.
Good luck.
I will literally take anything new at this point.
Let's do it ourselves. Set up a GoFundMe. We'll make our own show.
I'm writing a book.
I'm already doing that.
Just saying.
But it's taking forever because I don't have the hardware to effectively do what I need to do.
The laptop I have is too slow. Can't handle the
I was
processing.
using my computer, I guess.
I don't think your computer will be able to handle it either.
Won't know until you try, I guess.
Yeah, no, the processing power you need to render this shit is kind of ridiculous.
That's horrible.
But I want to make it as high quality as possible, so I'm dealing with it.
He wants you to see the sweat dripping off that unporno porno.
I mean,
There's going to be people fighting, and part of it takes place in a desert, so expect to see some people sweating.
because even though it's a book, it's visual.
I'm going to move past this. I'm going to be the bigger man today.
What, about people having a death match in the desert?
Deathmatch.
This isn't some, like, Naruto shit where people fight until the other's unconscious. This is... people are going to die.
I hope so. I hope at the end you sit on Patty's face.
No. Not gonna happen.
Are you going to lay down?
That cat loves you.
This cat is so weird. Freaking hate this cat.
Doesn't look like you hate this cat,
I hate this cat. He's such a pain in the ass.
but you're giving him all the attention he wants.
Can,
And he
you
just wants
want
to
you
play.
want loves or not?
He wants to play.
Asshole.
Oh, you know what it is? I forgot to take my allergy medicine. That's
Oh,
what it fucking is.
You know, on Mondays, you're coming over. I have cats. You take your meds.
It's been a weird Monday, all right?
Yeah, it has. It really.
Like, I actually got some sleep last night. That's how weird a Monday it's been.
Oh, I don't know. Honestly, I think we can call it a day.
What time is it?
2 something.
This episode went by fast.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. We got 3 people. We can raid.
Cat hair on the pop filter.
On the what? Oh.
It's like, that's why my nose has been itching. The fucking cat hair's been in my face the whole show. and I didn't even notice.
Nobody's really live.
Yeah, we don't have to raid today.
Sometimes we go too far.
Do we?
I have, and that's
Do we, Pete Davidson? Did we go too far? I don't remember who this is. I just know I was in a raid party for this one.
Well, we could raid Griff.
Oh, we could. We'll raid Griff.
The same
Same
ad.
fucking ad.
Hey, Pete Davidson, get the fuck off the screen. You're not funny. You're not a sketch comic either. You spend most of your time laughing at your own jokes while you're telling them. I don't give a shit if that's a hot take. By the way, you're only famous because you dated someone famous. Go fuck yourself.
That's not Griff.
Yeah, that's her channel. Oh, there we go.
But
I don't know. Oh, that's the channel preview. So I don't know who that is, but yeah, she's playing a different game.
alright. We're gonna start raid.
Griff is cool. I sort of know her in real life through someone else.
She's one of my wife's friends.
I was gonna say, she's your wife's friend. What the fuck? I know her through somebody else.
I mean, we talked once.
I don't know her.
Yeah, once.
I have no idea who the fuck she is. I
She's
just
cool.
know she's friends with your wife and she follows us.
She's really cool. She plays music games, and I like that.
She's a person.
She's not playing music games today, though.
She's playing games.
She's building a zoo.
But alright, everybody, thank you all for joining us. We appreciate you. We love you. And only 2 viewers? I guess we lost somebody. Oh well.
Oh well. Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.